So hello again world, and continuing on this session, which is a continuation from the previous one of let's psychoanalyze me. Um, Continuing where I left off. Um, for this subtopic, I'm going to go on why, or the issue of should we settle? Why should we settle? Etc. And if I have time, hopefully be able to combine this with the pool of available fishes in the sea. So to tackle the question of, well, it's partly because you don't have someone because you refuse to settle for someone. And I'm pretty sure myself, like most of you out there, don't want to settle for anything. Um, just the connotation of the word to settle is to give up and accept what's presented, or when there's something better out there. And it's ingrained in us to always have or want something better. And with that, to say that a person should settle goes into the argument of to settle is to accept, and to accept someone for their good and their bad, and that branches off into whether or not you should try to change them um, for who they are, for their situation, their habits, etc. And I guess for me to settle, um, it's kind of quite tough to, I guess, discuss this early in this part of the video. But to settle for someone, as one of my friends tell me that, you don't have someone because you haven't settled. And this brings up the question of, well, why should I settle? Especially with the pool of fishes that's local here, in the city, in the state, in this nation, in this country, when there's millions of other fishes out there across the Atlantic, the Pacific. Uh, there's hundreds of countries out there. There's different races, nationalities, different types of culture, people, skin tone. Just there's a whole variety to choose from. And for what we like, uh, why should we settle? Um, when you have goals and dreams for what you want, you should try to attain them. But at the same time, it's how realistic uh, in attaining what you're trying to get. And it's coming from my background of being Asian and being raised in America. A part of me, I have conflicting stances of who should I be attracted to. I mean, I'm attracted to women, of all races, women of all color. I find that they are pretty and beautiful. So with that, I don't really tend or want to believe that I'm discriminating against any one particular uh, race or ethnic group, as far as that's concerned. But at the same time, it also goes into if I've worked hard and slaved away to attain, uh, you know, my earnings, my assets, just all my things. And if I'm moral, I have my values, a man of integrity, supposedly respectful, being the good guy, that it deserves someone of equal nature, that for all your hard work and effort and troubles, that you deserve a girl that's nice to you, that will respect you, that will treat you in the same manner that you will treat her. And a friend of mine from college brought up the issue of, well, if that's the case, who really deserves anyone? And that really opened up my eyes to the reality that he's right. Who really deserves anything, anyone? People aren't necessarily things to be handed out, given to, deserved, as much as we like to want to believe. And because everyone has their own minds, you can't force another person legally to fall in love with you. So it takes two or more. So that's just how that goes. And a part of me still believes that with all the efforts, the hardships that I've personally endured through my life, that I feel that there's someone out there for me, on par with what I believe to be equivalent and a match for me. And that's not to say that all the people that I've met are not qualified. I mean, I'm not trying to give and present a holier than thou type of image here in my confession. Um, for each individual, they have their own beliefs and they have their own dreams of what they want to attain. And as far as what I want to attain, I personally believe that it's not much. I kind of feel that I've been given, uh, I've been dealt a hand full of handicapped cards that puts me at a disadvantage. But at the same time, with overcoming and enduring the things that I have in my life, uh, my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, um, a part of me feels that it's in sight, and yet a part of me feels like it's just an illusion. So at this point, I'm just a bit dazed and confused to really what's out there, what I want, how much more time has a play in this. So I guess that kind of sums it up. I'm trying to cycle through my thoughts here to see if I covered everything that I wanted to cover in this series of Let's Psychoanalyze Me here. So, with that, let's see here. I covered the reasons or the topics of why supposedly some of my friends that I talk to think that I'm still single. Of height, self-image problem, first impressions, stuttering issues, the pool of women out there, the whether or not standards are too high to settle for someone. I think I pretty much covered the basis of it, and So for this series, I'm asking you, my viewers, to really comment and to give me your feedback, since I'm over here pouring out my heart and soul on my sleeve for the world and YouTube and whoever it is, free to criticize and to critique and to give me your feedback. It's much appreciated. So I guess that ends this topic in this session. So thanks for watching.